Welcome everybody, Brian here from T-sportline, coming to you live from our Atlanta headquarters. Today I'm going to talk to you about DIY PPF installation kits for your Cybertruck. We were the first to develop this DIY PPF installation kit well over a year ago. It's been a year of success. We've sold a ton of these kits, literally hundreds of them, a lot of happy customers out there. And this is not something that we designed in January of 2024 and then it's been good till today. There's a couple things going on here. When we do a professional installation of PPF in our own facilities, we actually use our own kits. We cut them on our plotter and we use our kits. And we do that for a few reasons. One, it makes the installation faster, but it also forces us to use our product. And over time, we've made refinements, made improvements. We've listened to our installers, said tweak this, tweak that. And the kit has only gotten better and better. Today, I'm very proud to say this is a super professional kit. This thing looks amazing. We install it as professionals and it looks awesome. You could do the same thing at home. I want to go through the current kit, some of the updates we've made, and let you know what all you get with the kit, how all the panels look before you put them on, and then ultimately show you the finished product. So let's go ahead and get into this. The good thing about our kit is it includes all the tools and accessories you need to install the film, starting with prepping the truck. You get a microfiber wash towel, you get our special prep soap. This soap will remove grease, grime, wax, anything that might be stuck on the truck. You want to prep it properly with this. We give you clay bar, which is a micro polish. So if you have any stains or even bugs or anything like that, you're going to clay bar it. Then let's move on. The slip and stick solution bottles. So you're going to set this green one up with our special slip solution. It's a mixture of what we send you and water. And then this is an optional alcohol and water stick solution bottle. Then we have down here the tools that are required for pulling off the trim on the Cybertruck, so you don't need to go chase down any specialty tools. We've got squeegees. When you're installing the PPF, you're going to use this to get them flat, squeegee out all the air, water, and bubbles. You've got two rescue needles. This is after the fact. If you've got a bubble or something in the PPF, we give you a couple of special hypodermic needles where you can pull air out if needed. You really won't need knives, but we give them to you just in case. If you did have to cut from some PPF, you have special knives to do that. Microfibers, you can never get enough of these. These are for cleaning up, wiping off. Now, when you're gonna roll the edges on the PPF, after putting wet PPF on the truck, you're gonna let it dry overnight, and then you're gonna use our special stick solution, one of these, and you can wet the back edges and use the special dry film squeegees to do your rolled edges. And of course, a heat gun, which we're going to use when we roll the edges. This is going to soften up the film and allow us to contour it around the edges. Everything you need here for a full pro installation. After the tools, the second box you're going to open will have all the film in it, and you're going to see every one of the pieces of film is individually bagged. They're all labeled, so you're going to pull all these out and look for, the first couple you're going to look for are the practice panels. Practice door top and then practice hood. So you have two practice panels. Pro tip here, don't open any of the film until you're ready to install it. We seal these in plastic bags so you don't get any dust or dirt on it. The film is kind of staticky, so if it's sitting around, you're going to get dust on it. You don't want those. So practice panels here. Then you're going to notice as you go through the box, you're going to have pairs of panels when you have a left and a right side, driver, passenger. We have a driver and a passenger roofline arch here. So this is going to be the film that goes along the arch. Then we've got the grill, which is going to be right here. We've got the hood panel, which is going to be the top. Tailgate, that's going to be across the back. We have a small bag here, which is the inner tailgate. So this is something new we've added. when you drop the tailgate, we actually wrap the inside of the quarter panels. Not a lot of people do that, but it makes it very nice when you're doing a color change. We've got the driver front quarter. There's a passenger front quarter. Gonna have a bunch of doors now. Passenger rear door, passenger front door, driver rear door, driver front door. Another small one here, practice door edge. So that's our third practice piece over there. And then two big ones, which are the quarter panels, driver quarter panel, passenger quarter panel. Let's go through and look at what each one of these panels looks like up close. The first panel I'm gonna start with is the practice hood piece. And I'm gonna take the knife that comes with the kit, open up this bag. I start with the practice hood because gravity works with you. I'm just gonna drop this on top of the hood and I don't have to fight gravity to hold it in place. You can use this knife to cut our label there. So we're gonna pull this out. All right. This one here is going to be a test panel. The way this works on the hood is we give you multiple edges. So you've got the top edge, the side edge, this front, and then a section down here. It's going to teach you about alignment, how to deal with getting corners lined up. And it's not the whole hood, it's just a section to work on. So this is the first one you're gonna work with. Next, let's look at the practice door top. Okay. Let's go take a look at this on the door. Wow, that's some nice looking film too. This kit is T-Max Gloss Psychedelic Black, a really cool PPF. For the door top, I got the lift in the way, but this is going to basically fit on the top of the door. One of the back doors here on the driver's side. And this is gonna teach you more about lining up and dealing with the edges and the corners, and then these slots that are gonna line up with the body panel. Let's look at the third practice piece, which is the door edge. Let's go take a look at that on the car. And this door edge is going to be the front edge of the rear door. This is going to help with teaching you how to line up the film top to bottom. Again, getting these slots lined up with these edges. Next up, let's take a look at the hood. Now, our truck has not been prepped. It's still dirty. You're gonna see some of that. We're not putting the film on, but I am gonna open this up and show you how this looks on the hood. I recommend starting on top of the hood, again, because gravity is helping you. You're not having to hold the panel up at the same time. You're just setting it right on top of the hood. So at this point, you should be trained from the practice and you'll be able to align this panel, getting the edges equal distant on both sides, top and bottom, line up the corners, and then squeegee it out. Moving on to the grill, show you how this one looks. Make sure you watch our full DIY installation videos. They're gonna walk through every panel in detail and tell you exactly how to install this. For the video today, I'm simply just showing you the panels. So this is gonna be the grill, and it's going to extend from over there across the front of the truck. It's just one long panel that lines up. Pro tip, we recommend taking out the DRL when you do this so that you can properly roll the edges. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, the tailgate is pretty much the same as the front two, so I'm not gonna open that one up, but I am gonna open up our inner tailgate. This is something special and unique from T-Sportline. Pretty sure nobody else does this one, so let's check this out. Bonus, we also give you a free charge port door in there. But let's go take a look at these on the inside of the tailgate. This is the kind of attention to detail you get from T-Sportline. One thing we noticed when we first started doing these kits was this inner edge of the rear quarter panel. You can see that after doing color wraps, so we didn't want this to remain stainless. So we made these insert panels that actually will wrap this inner edge. So this goes from up here all the way down around and wraps around the bottom of the tailgate so that when you open the tailgate, it's a full color change. Really nice, classy installation with this. Let's take a look at the front fenders now. We actually call this the front quarter. I'm gonna do the passenger front quarter. This is a really cool looking template. Our guys put a lot of effort into using our laser scanning to make our template match the outline of the truck perfectly. Let's go check this out over here. So you can see a little bit about what's going on here. The attention to detail from T-Sportline. On the bottom edge, we follow the contour of the bolt pattern for the side trim perfectly. So a lot of less expensive, less refined kits are just gonna have a straight knife edge. We've taken the effort to make that match perfectly. This is an OEM grade template. Now let's take a look up in the corner here. You're gonna see this little round half moon on the corner. And if you can get up close there, you're gonna see how we have a piece of film that folds over the corner, which is suspended by that half moon just for packaging. So that little center section is going to fold over this edge, and then the film from the top edge and the front edge will fold over. And these second pieces of film are going to hold down that flap that goes over the corner. What ends up happening is you get a fully wrapped corner, which is beautiful. Rather than just cutting it square here and here, then you risk the stainless showing. With our kit, that little corner edge is going to fold over and then get locked in place by the film that rolls over the top and side edges. Let's take a look at the doors. You've got 4 panels here. I'm going to do the passenger front door. All right, let's see how this lines up on the door. Now, when you're installing this, you're gonna have the window trim pulled off, you're gonna have the front mirror pulled off, and this film is going to extend over the edge of the door just far enough to the inner point on these cutouts. And those cutouts are gonna give you relief for this flap of film to fold, this flap of film to fold without having a wrinkle in those corners. This is our basic DIY kit. Now, some installers, professionals, like to cut their own slits instead, and we've listened to customers and we offer that option. So when you're on our website, you can get this one, which is the DIY kit, or you can get what we call the Pro Install kit. Will not have these notches, you'd cut them with a knife. It's a little bit easier to line up the panel with these notches for a DIY, but the pro guys like to move a little faster and cut their own slits, so we have that option. Either way, whichever one is for you. Of course, you've got 4 more of those doors. I'm gonna put those back here. Let's go to the roof line arch. I'm gonna open up the passenger side, which we call PRL. This is a long piece of film, but this is a relatively easy one to install. All right, let's take a look at this. And this is going to line up edge to edge on the back side, and you can see there's enough film on the top and bottom to roll over. Now, this kit is an edge rolled kit. We also sell the entire kit where it would be line to line edges. So if you did a clear PPF, you don't have to roll the edges. You can get the edge to edge kit. But this one being color is going to roll over on the edges. And that is true for the doors, every panel on here. But in this case, this is one edge that we do not roll. So we go edge to edge at this joint always, because this panel and the rear quarter panel can contact each other. This gap varies with Cybertruck. And if you roll film in there, as you're driving and these panels shake around, it can cut up the film. So the best practice here is just go edge to edge there. And then you'll see this panel simply rolls out all the way up to the front in one solid piece. And now the last and final piece is going to be the rear quarter panel. These are giant pieces of film. You're definitely going to want a friend or a family member to come help you manage putting these on. It's just such a big piece of film and you don't want to drop it. But let's take a look at the passenger side. Pull this out. And let's check this out on the truck back here. All right, let's pull this out and you're gonna take a look and see, again, we have one of these half moon circles back here, and it's the same type deal where we have film that rolls over this corner, and then you lock it in place with film that goes across the top and the bottom. Another thing I want to point out with our kits is you can see how nice and clean the cutout is around this panel, being the clear backing. We use a flatbed plotter for plotting all of our kits, very accurate, so we can plot our kit on the PPF film here, and then the backing is just 1-inch margin. It makes for managing these panels so much better and easier. Now this panel is going to stretch and roll all the way up to the back door. You're gonna want a friend to help with this, and you're gonna see the same attention to detail where we've cut that lower edge where it perfectly matches the frame of the cladding underneath this piece here. Just more attention to detail only from T-Sportline. After that panel, you got one left, and that's the driver's side, and then you're done. Now remember, check the rest of our video series. I'll put a link in the description below. We go through every panel in big detail, including how to roll the edges at the end. It's really a very thorough DIY video for you. And of course, if you're doing the installation and you do mess up a panel, all you've got to do is contact us, our wrap and PPF installation support team. Be happy to get you a replacement panel. We're really in this for you to succeed. Team's done a great job. Every customer, different level of skills. We're very patient in helping and coaching you. If you get a snag or you have a problem with the panel, we're gonna replace it. You can count on T-Sportline for that. All right, everybody, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Go to the website, check out this DIY kit now. It's time to PPF your truck. All right, everybody, take care.